A symphony of junk. A castle as crazy as the man who made it. The architect was Arthur Harold Beal, a controversial character in the town of Cambria and throughout his life. He died in 1992. In 1999, Michael O Malley, also Mike, bought the property with his wife and hopes to restore it and give tours sharing Arthur's story. Today, the property and Mike face an uncertain future as he may have to sell it and give up his dream. This is Nitt Witt Ridge.
It was actually Art Beale. They gave him two nicknames in town. One of them he kind of liked. It was Der Tinkerpaw. Art said he liked to tinker with his paws. But the nickname he was really known for, he didn't like as much, Captain Nitt Witt. I talked to a lot of old-timers in town. Half the people in town, they tell me they thought he was dropped too hard in his head when he was born. So the town, they started calling him out in the 40s, it stuck. But now Art, he said he came here in 1928 from San Francisco. He said in 28 nothing was here. This was a bare piece of land that he paid $500 for. The first thing he did, he said he dug the hillside out with an idiot stick, which Art called a pick or shovel. He said it takes an idiot to man it, but he hand dug the hill out, and he just collected. He'd get all the rocks to the beach in the creek area, but he also collected the pipe. He said he collected all the wood. But when you guys really look around, it'll kind of scare you. Art said he even collected the electrical parts and wiring. When he lived here, all this electricity would work. He said he'd size people up by their looks. Now, if he liked the way you looked, he'd let you in. He'd let other people in. You know, Art said the ones he didn't like the looks of, he'd have to shaking his fist at them, say, "Move along, small change." People said he'd get moving, he'd throw rocks, he'd throw a foot up here. But he liked to walk ladies through here. In the summer, I'd get ladies. He said if the old man really liked your looks, he's liable to ask you to spend the night. Art said he put his and her toilets in here so he could have conversations with people. In the 70s, people would take their picture with him sitting in here. Tell people while he's building it, he'd take a coffee break every 15 minutes, which Art described as a coffee cup filled with a Busch beer. He'd call beer cans building materials. Art claimed his mother died the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. She was an orphan when he was 10. But he's never known to be married, have children, brothers, sisters, any family. Art said he only took a bath once a year in celebration of the rainy season, whether he needed it or not. Between the animals and groundwater, Nitt Witt Ridge halfway takes care of itself. But I have a recording. Art said he liked animals more than people. He said animals were his friends. I talked to a lot of old-timers. Art would always talk about a woman. He said her name was Gloria. He'd tell people this lady Gloria was the love of his life. He said they came here in 28 from San Francisco. Art said Gloria never liked it here. It was a boonies. He also said Gloria took as many coffee breaks as he did and was always cheating around on him. He told the neighbor Charlotte, Gloria and her mother cleaned out his bank account one day, left, never came back. Art said that's when he lost it, started building Nitt Witt Ridge after Lady Gloria left him. Toilet on top of the roof, and a chair mounted on the peak roof. The old-timers say he'd have too many coffee breaks. He said sometimes he'd sit up there in nothing but his bathrobe and yell at everybody looking at the place. But you know, the longer I'm here, I'm starting to think that might just be the throne for his castle. It doesn't get respect.
The place doesn't get respect?
Not really, you know, by how it should. Like if this was, I guess, a smaller sculpture or artwork, it might get respect, or if you had a bunch of them. This is how all the rooms look. This room we haven't cleaned. This is actually a laundry room. There's a couple of washing machines stacked with abalone shells. It's just scary. It's what's left of a homemade gas. There'd been water damage. We fixed the roof. It hadn't leaked in here in about 15 years, till right before the
Since Arthur's death in 92, over half of Nitt Witt Ridge has been destroyed. Due to the county, trespassers, and time, there's only so much Mike can do to save it.
It's been a California state landmark since 1981. The state won't let you tear it down. But the state doesn't own it like they own Hertz Castle, so they don't give it any money or help you take care of it. They just make building codes different. So the way it can stay here, it has to try to take care of itself by giving tours. This napkin's from the 1939 Golden Gate Exposition in San Francisco. There's stories he works a cook at this, which he's paying. Once in a while people break in when I'm up here. Oh my God, you'll be sitting here and there's somebody's walking there and you could kind of, but otherwise, so I can kind of see and hear, because they come in all the time. That's what I'm saying, if I wasn't here, if I left and went broke and abandoned this place, the neighbors would be begging me to come back. It'll be a free-for-all out there. No hope, no fear. The Italian painter, he's, that's what he'd say, but that was his saying, no hope, no fear. That's what like this is. I think I'm just kind of like a folk outsider artist. I think it's like outsider art. It's like therapy. It's really like therapy. Except mine's different. I don't build. I just make. It's weird, but it's the same type of feeling. The same type of feeling. I just get a feeling, and I'll start making somebody or something, or sayings, or like, it's like a spiritual thing almost. It's a spiritual, like this place. I just keep doing this, like on automatic. I've been doing tours for 21 years, pretty much every day. I'm here 7 days a week. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Even though I talk, people like it, it's like, and now I'm trying to sell it, but I don't know if it's going to sell. When I first started, I thought, oh, somebody's going to hear a story. They're going to like it. They're going to make a movie. They're going to do something about Art Beale. But then I guess that's my spike. Well, no. It's almost like I've been up here so long, I'll just go down. Well, you might just go down. Because you got, in the back of your head of being a human, something will save me. People like this, it's kind of noble. This is cool. What's this hurting? Something will happen. Something, just stay long enough. You'll see something will happen. Maybe not, man.
You don't know.
Maybe it was all in vain. Maybe it was all in vain.
But maybe it wasn't.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't, but you don't know. So now I'm starting to think I've been here 23 years. Maybe I didn't buy this. Maybe I'm his puppet. You see how I give my tours? He's not going to cut the string, so I did it for sale before. It won't sell. I think maybe I'm a puppet. Maybe I didn't buy this. I wanted this. I thought it was so cool, and I have it. I still do, you can see. But then it's like, oh, no, maybe it owns me, man. Maybe it really won't let me go. Because then, I'm not weird or nothing, but I really believe in this. But I've been up here every day like him. I come 7 days a week. Man, I'm going to die. I'm going to wake up and not know I'm dead. I'm going to be walking around here. People will be breaking it. I'll be walking through them. I'm going to be here forever, man. I think I feel it. I feel it like he feels it. In a different way. I feel the energy. I don't think he would have liked it looking like this. I don't think he'd like me not working on it all the time. That's what I think he would like. Man named Darren Westland, Cambria Treasures. There's a quote of him in there saying, some people are going to come along one day after I'm gone, see the place like I see it, and do something or something with it. But I got a quote, he's saying that in a book, man.
The one thing we can be sure of is that he died as he lived, without hope and without fear.